a critical warning for all chosen ones. What's unfolding in our cosmos starting this Monday isn't just another planetary alignment. It's a profound and ancient energetic checkpoint. A divine, karmic audit that'll reverberate through your very soul for months, if not years to come. The moon, the great celestial mother of our emotions, our intuition, our subconscious depths, is moving into a rare and powerful conjunction with Saturn, the great taskmaster, the lord of karma, the keeper of life's most potent lessons. From November 2nd to November 5th, a portal is opening a cosmic gateway that's both a tremendous opportunity and a significant spiritual danger. It's a time for conscious, deliberate action and, more importantly, conscious avoidance. The universe is about to present you with a series of tests, and how you navigate this energy will determine the trajectory of your awakening, your abundance, and your destiny. There are 9 critical spiritual body mistakes, 9 energetic pitfalls that the universe through this potent alignment will tempt you with. Falling into even one of these can block your blessings, delay your timeline, and anchor you in old, dense 3D energies that you fought so hard to transcend. What I'm about to share with you is a sacred roadmap for navigating this intense period, a protection code to ensure you emerge from this gateway not just unscathed, but reborn, unstoppable, and fully aligned with your highest destiny. This conjunction is a moment of truth. Saturn's influence demands integrity, discipline, and maturity. It strips away all that is false, all that is built on weak foundations. When its heavy grounding energy merges with the sensitive psychic waters of the moon, it creates a cosmic pressure cooker. Your emotional body, your subconscious patterns, and even your physical vessel will be put under immense stress to reveal any hidden cracks, any unresolved karma, any lingering attachments to lower frequencies. Many will experience this as a period of frustration, limitation, and emotional turmoil, completely unaware of the spiritual test they're failing. But you, the chosen ones, have been guided here for a reason. You're being given the codes, the divine intelligence, to understand the game within the game. You're being empowered to see these challenges not as roadblocks, but as final exams from the universe. Pass these tests, and Saturn will reward you with unparalleled spiritual authority, unshakable inner foundations, and the manifestation of long-term goals that were previously just dreams. Fail them by making the mistakes we'll outline, and you risk being held back, forced to repeat the same karmic lessons over and over again until you finally learn. This is why your presence here right now is an act of divine timing. The universe has orchestrated this moment for you to receive this vital information. So take a deep breath, center your energy, and prepare to receive the wisdom that'll safeguard your spiritual evolution. The first and most immediate mistake that countless souls will make during this Moon-Saturn gateway is ignoring the urgent signals of your physical body. Starting now and intensifying through Monday, your body is going to speak to you in a new language. You may have already felt it, that strange, high-pitched ringing in your ears that comes and goes, the sudden waves of fatigue that feel bone-deep even after a full night's sleep, the heart palpitations or flutters that feel like a strange anxiety, but are actually your heart chakra cracking open and recalibrating. You might experience tingling in your hands and feet, strange aches that move around your body, or a feeling of electrical currents running under your skin. Warning: don't dismiss these sensations as just being tired or sick. This isn't your body failing you. This is your body upgrading you under the immense pressure of the Moon-Saturn conjunction. The Schumann resonance of the planet is fluctuating wildly. Your physical vessel, your biological antenna, is working overtime to download and integrate these new, higher dimensional frequencies. The ringing in your ears is you literally tuning into the 5D bandwidth. The fatigue is your system rebooting, rewriting old cellular memory and DNA codes. To ignore these signs, to push through them with caffeine and sugar, to numb them with distractions, is a grave spiritual error. It's like ignoring the engine light in your car and continuing to drive at full speed. You're telling the universe you aren't a worthy or conscious vessel for this powerful energy. The correct response is to listen. When the fatigue hits, you must rest, even if it's just for 10 minutes. When the tingling begins, place your bare feet on the earth and ground that energy. Hydrate with pure, clean water like never before to help your body conduct these new electrical currents. Your body is your sacred temple. And during this transit, it's the primary interface through which you'll receive divine guidance and cosmic downloads. To neglect it is to sever your connection to the cosmos at the most critical time. The second monumental mistake to avoid at all costs is consuming low vibrational foods, substances, and media. Saturn is the planet of discipline and purity. Its energy is like a divine filter, and it demands that your vessel be as clear as possible to receive its structuring, stabilizing gifts. During this November 2nd to 5th portal, your energetic and physical bodies are extraordinarily sensitive. Like a psychic sponge, absorbing everything from the environment. To consciously consume dense, low-frequency energy during this time is an act of spiritual self-sabotage. This means processed foods, excessive sugar, heavy meats, and especially alcohol are to be avoided. These substances cloud your auric field, clog your energetic channels, and create immense static in your system, making it nearly impossible to hear the subtle whispers of your intuition or receive the clear signals from your higher self. But it goes deeper than just food. The media you consume is food for your soul. Engaging with fear-based news cycles, getting drawn into online arguments, watching violent or traumatic entertainment, or participating in gossip are all forms of low vibrational consumption. This energy acts as a poison to your spirit during this transit. It directly feeds the very shadow aspects and emotional blockages that the Moon-Saturn energy is trying to bring to the surface for you to heal and release. You can't purge the darkness while simultaneously inviting more in. This is a time for a sacred fast, a fast from toxins, from fear, from drama, from noise. Replace these with life-giving, high-vibrational energy. Eat clean, organic living foods. Drink herbal teas. Listen to solfeggio frequencies or 432 Hz music. Spend time in nature. Read uplifting books. Be fiercely protective of your energetic field. You're a divine sovereign being, and you must command your reality by choosing what you allow to enter your sacred space. This discipline will be rewarded tenfold with clarity, insight, and a powerful sense of inner peace amidst the cosmic storm. If you commit to purifying your vessel and protecting your sacred energy during this powerful gateway, take a moment and type the number 888 inches. The comments below right now. Typing 888 anchors the frequency of infinite flow, divine alignment, and mastery over the material plane into your being. It's a declaration to the universe that you're ready to receive the blessings of this transit through a clear and pure channel. Let the algorithm know you're one of the chosen ones. The third spiritual body mistake, and one that is incredibly subtle yet profoundly damaging, is willingly engaging in old karmic loops. Pay very close attention, because this is the primary test that Saturn will present to you. Saturn, the great lord of karma, wants to see if you've truly learned your lessons. During this conjunction, the universe will conspire to bring back old patterns, old dynamics, and old temptations with uncanny precision. That ex-partner, who you know isn't good for you, might suddenly text you out of the blue. That family member, who knows exactly how to trigger you, will provoke an argument over the same old issue. You'll feel the magnetic pull of an old self-sabotaging habit you thought you had conquered. Whether it's procrastination, negative self-talk, or an addictive behavior, warning, these aren't random occurrences. These are cosmic pop quizzes. They're meticulously designed illusions to test your level of consciousness. The universe is asking you, in no uncertain terms, have you evolved, or are you destined to repeat this cycle again? To engage with the drama, to fall back into the old habit, to have the same reactive argument, is to fail the test. It's to tell Saturn, no, I haven't learned. I'm not ready for the next level. The energy of this conjunction will then solidify that very pattern. Your mission as an awakened soul is to become the conscious observer. When the old trigger appears, you must see it for what it is, a test, a ghost from your past. Don't engage, don't react. Breathe, pause. Choose a different response. Send love from a distance, and don't reply to the text. State your truth calmly and refuse to be drawn into the argument. Acknowledge the urge for the old habit. Thank it for the lesson it taught you, and consciously choose an action that aligns with your higher self. Every time you successfully refuse to engage in an old karmic loop during this portal, you're dissolving ancestral karma. You're breaking chains not just for yourself, but for your entire bloodline. You're proving to the universe that you're a master of your own energy, ready to be trusted with more power, more responsibility, and more abundance. This is how you graduate. The fourth critical mistake, which flows directly from the last, is making major fear-based decisions. The intense, heavy energy of this alignment can create a false sense of urgency and pressure. The moon's emotional sensitivity, combined with Saturn's restrictive quality, can stir up deep-seated fears. Fear of lack, fear of being alone, fear of failure, fear of missing out. This potent cocktail of fear can make you feel like you have to make a big decision right now. You might suddenly feel the urge to quit your job without a plan, to end a relationship impulsively, or to make a huge financial investment out of panic. Caution, this is a trap. Saturn's energy is slow, deliberate, and methodical. It rewards careful planning and long-term strategy, not rash, emotionally driven reactions. Any decision made from a place of fear, scarcity, or panic during this transit will be built on a foundation of sand. It'll be infused with the very energy you're trying to escape, and it'll likely lead to regret and the manifestation of the exact outcome you were afraid of. This portal is a time for reflection, not reaction. It's a time for inner assessment, for reviewing your life structures, your career, your relationships, your finances, and seeing where the cracks are. It isn't the time to demolish the entire building. The downloads and clarity you need to make the right decisions will come after the most intense phase of this portal passes. Your job right now is to stay grounded, to observe the fears that arise without letting them take the driver's seat. Acknowledge the fear, ask it what it's trying to teach you, but don't under any circumstances hand it the power to make life-altering choices for you. True divine guidance feels like peace, expansion, and a calm inner knowing. Fear feels contracted, chaotic, and desperate. The choices you make in the calm that follows this storm will be the ones that build your new 5D reality on a foundation of solid rock, blessed by Saturn's gift of longevity and success. I feel a powerful wave of awakening moving through our community. As you receive this, the energy is palpable. To anchor this profound shift and declare your commitment to conscious creation, I want you to pause and type, "I feel awakened," in the comments below. Let this be your mantra. Let it be a signal to your own soul and to the collective that you're rising above the chaos, that you're choosing mastery over mystery, and that you're ready to harness this potent astrological energy for your highest good. Your words have power, and this simple act sends a ripple of conscious energy out into the world. Awakened soul. If you're here for the second part of this critical transmission, it means your spirit has recognized the truth and the urgency of this cosmic moment. You've successfully navigated the first 4 energetic pitfalls that the universe is laying out as a divine test. You understand the necessity of listening to your physical body's ascension symptoms, of purifying your vessel from low vibrational consumption, of refusing to engage in old karmic loops, and of avoiding fear-based decisions. You've already placed yourself in the top 1% of conscious beings on this planet. But the journey through this Moon-Saturn gateway becomes more subtle from here. The next set of mistakes are deeper, more insidious, because they operate not in the realm of obvious action, but in the hidden landscapes of your emotional body, your shadow self, and your connection to the divine dream time. These are the master-level tests, and navigating them successfully will unlock profound levels of self-awareness and spiritual power. Let us now descend into the deeper chambers of the soul and illuminate the path forward, beginning with the 5th and perhaps most challenging spiritual body mistake you must avoid at all costs. The 5th monumental mistake is suppressing the deep emotional purges that are now surfacing. The moon is the celestial ruler of your emotional ocean, the vast subconscious sea of every feeling you've ever experienced, every wound you've ever carried, not just in this lifetime, but across countless incarnations. Saturn, the great taskmaster, brings structure and reality. When these two forces meet Saturn's immense gravitational and karmic pressure forces, everything that has been hidden in the dark depths of your lunar ocean to rise violently to the surface. During this November 2nd to 5th portal, you'll experience this as sudden, overwhelming waves of emotion that seem to come from nowhere. You might be driving your car and suddenly burst into tears, feeling a profound grief for a childhood pet you lost 30 years ago. You might feel a surge of volcanic rage over a minor inconvenience, an anger so disproportionate that it frightens you. You might feel a deep, hollow loneliness even when surrounded by loved ones. Warning, these aren't your everyday emotions. This is your soul's ancient pain body coming up for air. It's the cellular memory of trauma, the energetic residue of past life betrayals, the stored grief of your ancestors crying out for release through your vessel. The catastrophic mistake that the unawakened will make is to fear these emotions. They'll say, "I shouldn't feel this way," and they'll shove the emotion back down into the depths. This is akin to finding a pocket of poison in your body, and instead of lancing it to let it drain, you push it deeper into your organs. Suppressing this emotional purge during the Moon-Saturn conjunction is an act of profound spiritual violence against yourself. It crystallizes the traumatic energy within your cellular structure, leading to chronic physical ailments, depression, anxiety, and the guarantee that this exact emotional poison will erupt with even greater force during the next challenging transit. Your sacred mission is to become the divine alchemist of your emotions. You must understand that these feelings aren't here to harm you. They're here to be healed by you. You're the chosen ancestor who has the consciousness and the courage to finally cleanse the bloodline. When these waves of emotion rise, you must not run. You must create a sacred container for them. This means finding a safe private space and giving yourself radical permission to feel. If grief comes, you must weep. Let the tears flow as a holy river, cleansing your energetic field. Don't try to stop it or question it. Just allow the release. If anger surges, find a healthy outlet. Scream into a pillow, punch a cushion, go for a run. Move the fiery energy through your body until it's expended. Don't project it onto another person, but don't swallow it either. Acknowledge it. I see you, anger. I feel you. You're allowed to be here. By witnessing these emotions without judgment and allowing them to move through you, you're performing a sacred service. You're metabolizing ancient pain into wisdom. You're liberating trapped souls from your lineage. You're clearing space in your own energetic field for more light, more joy, and more peace to enter. This is the true shadow work. It isn't pretty, it isn't comfortable, but it's the most profound act of self-love you can engage in during this potent time. Remember, your tears are liquid prayers, and your courage to feel is what transforms leaden pain into golden wisdom. To affirm your role as a sacred alchemist and to declare to the cosmos your courage to heal. Take a moment now and type, "I harness my lunar energy," in the comments below. This declaration anchors your intention to work with the emotional tides, not against them. Feel the strength in that statement. You are the master of your inner ocean. This leads us directly into the sixth and deeply interconnected spiritual mistake, projecting your unhealed shadow onto others. This is one of Saturn's most powerful and subtle tests of self-responsibility. As these deep emotions and old wounds are churned up by the conjunction, the untrained ego will do everything in its power to avoid owning them. The ego's favorite defense mechanism is projection. It takes what is uncomfortable, what it feels ashamed of, what it doesn't want to see within itself, and it paints it onto the people closest to you. Suddenly, during this transit, you may find yourself becoming intensely irritated, critical, or judgmental of your partner, your family, your friends, or even strangers. That thing they do that was once a minor annoyance might now feel like a deliberate, malicious attack on your very soul. You might accuse your partner of being controlling, when in reality, the conjunction is bringing up your own deep-seated fear of losing control. You might become enraged at a friend for being unreliable, when in fact you're terrified of your own inability to rely on yourself and your own intuition. Have you felt it? That sudden urge to blame, to point the finger, to make someone else the source of your discomfort. This is the shadow in action. It's a spiritual sickness, an abdication of your creative power. Every time you blame another person for the state of your inner world, you're handing them the keys to your reality. You're saying, "You have the power to make me feel this way," which is the greatest lie in the universe. No one has that power unless you give it to them. Saturn, the planet of radical self-accountability, is watching this test with immense interest. To fall into the trap of projection is to fail this test spectacularly. It not only damages your sacred relationships and creates painful karmic entanglements, but it also ensures that the very shadow you're refusing to see in yourself will grow larger, denser, and more powerful in your subconscious, destined to sabotage your life in even more dramatic ways down the line. The path of the Master, the path of the Chosen One, is to use every external trigger as a mirror for internal inquiry. During this November 2nd through 5th window, you must adopt a practice of radical self-inquiry with Saturnian discipline. When you feel a powerful negative emotional charge towards someone, you must stop before you speak. Before you react, you must ask yourself the magic question: what is this situation showing me about myself? Where is this pattern, this feeling, this judgment living within me? If you're angry at someone for not listening to you, the question is, where am I not listening to myself? Where am I ignoring my own intuition? If you feel judged by someone, the real question is, where am I judging myself so harshly? This is the great work. It requires humility, courage, and a relentless commitment to the truth. When you can look at the person who is triggering you and genuinely from the depths of your soul say, "Thank you for being the mirror that is showing me a part of myself that is ready to be healed," you've passed the test. You've reclaimed your power. You've turned a potential conflict into an opportunity for profound spiritual growth. This is how you dissolve the shadow. You don't fight it. You bring the light of your own conscious awareness to it. By owning your projections, you become a true sovereign being, untriggerable and unshakable in your own inner peace. You're proving to Saturn that you're mature enough to build your new reality, not on blame but on the bedrock of absolute self-responsibility. The seventh spiritual body mistake to avoid is a direct consequence of the heavy, restrictive energy many will misinterpret during this time. It's the mistake of operating from a mindset of lack, limitation, and scarcity. Saturn's energy is dense, grounding, and structural. To the unawakened, this can feel like hitting a wall. It can feel like limitation, blockage, and delay. Projects may stall. Financial flow may seem to constrict. Opportunities might appear to dry up. The great temptation here is to fall into a fear-based spiral of lack consciousness. This manifests as obsessively worrying about money, complaining about what you don't have, feeling trapped and hopeless, and jealously comparing your life to others who seem to have it easier. This is a catastrophic error in energetic communication with the cosmos. You must understand the higher spiritual purpose of Saturn's restriction. Saturn isn't punishing you, it's testing you. It's the divine structural engineer of the universe. And before it helps you build the skyscraper of your dreams, it must first inspect the foundation. This feeling of restriction is Saturn's energy showing you all the weak spots in your current reality: the leaky finances, the undisciplined habits, the lack of a solid plan. It's asking you to become a better steward, a more responsible manager of the energy and resources you already have. To complain about lack during this time is to scream at the universe I am an irresponsible manager. Don't send me more because I'll only squander it. My container is weak and full of holes. Naturally, the universe, in its infinite wisdom, will honor your request and will continue to restrict the flow until you learn the lesson. The antidote to this scarcity trap is the practice of what I call structured gratitude and divine discipline. Here's the translated and rewritten version of your text, aiming for a Dianzai, Mer style in American English. You must embrace a rigorous Saturnian practice. It's essential to take inventory. Every single day during this transit, dedicate time to sit down and physically write out a comprehensive list of everything you have: your health, the security of the roof over your head, the nourishment in your refrigerator, the very technology you're using to watch this video, the cherished friends who fill your life with love, and even the air that you breathe. Meticulously catalog your abundance with the precision and attention to detail of a seasoned accountant. This deliberate act of conscious acknowledgement will fundamentally shift your perspective from a sense of lack to a feeling of being more than enough. Secondly, you must engage with Saturn's energy, using its own language, structure, and discipline. Instead of dwelling on worries about money, take proactive control by creating a detailed budget. Instead of feeling trapped or stagnant in your career, formulate a comprehensive one-year plan outlining your goals and steps. Instead of merely complaining about your health, design and implement a simple, sustainable daily wellness routine. Take small, disciplined and concrete steps to fortify the very foundations of your life. This is the kind of diligent energy that Saturn respects and ultimately rewards. When you demonstrate to the universe that you can be a masterful, grateful, and disciplined steward of your current reality, Saturn's influence transforms from a restrictive barrier into a supportive framework. It will actively co-create with you, bringing forth the resources, opportunities, and synchronicities required to build lasting and sustainable abundance. It will bless your endeavors with longevity and enduring success. But first, you must pass this crucial test by consciously choosing a mindset of divine order and sufficiency. Even when the illusion of lack feels most intensely real, if you're genuinely ready to transition from a mindset of scarcity to one of divine abundance and structure, to become a conscious co-creator with the universe itself, I urge you to declare it powerfully. Type "I am a divine creator" into the comments section. This isn't just a simple phrase, it's an activation code. It reprograms your subconscious mind and sends a clear, unwavering signal to the cosmos that you're actively stepping out of victimhood and fully embracing your role as the architect of your own reality. Claim your power and own your potential. Now let's delve into the mystical realm. The eighth spiritual mistake is neglecting your dream time and ignoring the profound messages that come from your subconscious. The moon, as we know, governs not only your waking emotions, but also your subconscious mind, your dreams, and the mystical realms you access during sleep. The Moon-Saturn conjunction creates a unique and remarkably powerful portal during your dream state. It acts as a bridge, allowing the structured wisdom of Saturn, which has access to the Akashic records, the blueprint of your soul's journey, to be directly downloaded into your receptive lunar subconscious mind. During the nights of November 2nd through 5th, your dreams will be extraordinarily potent. They won't be random, meaningless firings of the brain. They will be sacred transmissions. Expect to receive prophetic visions, symbolic solutions to your waking problems, visitations from your spiritual guides and ancestors, and even downloads of complex information or light codes designed to activate dormant DNA and psychic abilities within you. The most serious mistake you can make is to treat this sacred time as unimportant. This includes engaging in poor sleep hygiene, such as scrolling through fear-inducing news or social media on your phone right before bed, watching violent or chaotic television, and then, upon waking, dismissing your vivid, profound dreams as merely weird and immediately forgetting them as you rush into your day. This is akin to being sent a registered letter from the divine containing the winning lottery numbers and throwing it directly into the trash without even bothering to open it. You'd be ignoring the most direct and personalized guidance that the universe is actively trying to give you. To avoid this critical error, you must completely transform your approach to sleep. Begin to view it not as a passive state of rest, but as an active and intentional spiritual practice. During this energetic gateway, create a sacred sleep ritual. At least 1 hour before you plan to go to sleep, power down all electronic devices. The blue light emitted from screens disrupts your pineal gland, also known as your third eye, which is the primary antenna that receives these divine transmissions. Dim the lights in your environment. Play calming, high-frequency music. Enjoy a cup of relaxing herbal tea, such as chamomile or lavender. Most importantly, dedicate this time to conscious connection. Meditate, even if it's just for 5 minutes. Write in a journal, releasing the thoughts and anxieties of the day. Then, just before you drift off to sleep, set a clear and powerful intention. You can state it aloud or silently in your mind. Tonight, I open myself to receive the highest guidance, clarity, and healing that is for my greatest good. I ask my higher self and my spirit guides to communicate with me clearly. Through my dreams, I will remember my dreams upon waking. Keep a notebook and pen a dedicated dream journal by your bedside. The instant you wake up, before you even move or start thinking about the day ahead, write down everything you can remember. It doesn't matter if it's just a single image, a color, a fleeting feeling, or a fragmented sentence. Over the course of this transit, you can look back at your entries, and the underlying patterns and messages will become astonishingly clear. You are your own greatest oracle, and during this Moon-Saturn portal, your dreams are the primary channel through which the universe will communicate directly with your soul. Don't miss this important call. You have now arrived at the final gate, chosen one. The potent energy we have cultivated together in this sacred space is now reaching a crescendo. You've been initiated into the deeper mysteries of this Moon-Saturn alignment. You've received the wisdom and guidance needed to navigate the turbulent emotional purges, to reclaim your personal power by owning your shadow projections, to transmute the illusion of scarcity into the reality of divine structure, and to honor your dream time as a direct channel for cosmic intelligence. There's only one final test remaining, one last significant spiritual mistake that could potentially unravel all the profound work you've already accomplished. This final pitfall is perhaps the most tragic of all, because it stems not from ignorance, but from a deeply ingrained wound that many of the most powerful lightworkers carry, the wound of the spiritual martyr, the lone wolf. The ninth and final mistake you absolutely must avoid at all costs is attempting to navigate this powerful gateway in complete isolation. Listen with your heart, because this may be the most important message you receive. You may have awakened to certain truths, that those around you simply don't yet comprehend. You see the world in terms of frequencies and energies, while others perceive only the material aspects. This can, for many of you, create a necessary period of solitude, a retreat from the everyday world to discover your own spiritual center. However, the Moon's Saturn conjunction is a test of a different nature. Saturn governs the structures that support our lives, and this also includes the structures of our relationships. The Moon governs our fundamental need for emotional connection, for nurturing, and for belonging to a supportive tribe. The shadow side of this powerful energy is the temptation to retreat into a spiritual fortress, to believe the deceptive lie of the ego that whispers, "No one truly understands me. No one can genuinely help me. I must do this all alone." This is a seductive and incredibly dangerous illusion. It's the ultimate trick of the 3D matrix, designed to keep its most potent agents of change disconnected from each other. When you willingly choose isolation during this period of intense energetic pressure, the overwhelming emotional purges, the potent psychic downloads, and the challenging physical ascension symptoms have nowhere to go. They ricochet within your own auric field, amplifying feelings of fear, paranoia, and a pervasive sense of being overwhelmed. You run the serious risk of burning out your spiritual nervous system. Through your actions, you inadvertently signal to the universe that you're not yet ready for the collaborative missions of the new Earth, which are all fundamentally based on the power of the unified collective. The universe doesn't send its most challenging battles to its strongest soldiers so they can fight them alone. It does so to compel them to find each other, to build the sacred alliances that will ultimately form the very foundation of the 5D reality. The antidote to this insidious trap is conscious, high-vibrational connection. This doesn't mean you must surround yourself with people who drain your energy. In fact, this transit demands quite the opposite. It's a call for radical discernment in your relationships. It's a time to lovingly release connections that are based on old karmic ties and trauma bonds. But it's also a powerful call to actively seek out and nurture connections with your soul family. This is the time to reach out to that one spiritual friend with whom you can communicate in the language of energy and soul. It's the time to engage in supportive communities like this one. Safe spaces where you can be truly seen and heard in your full truth without fear of judgment. It's the time to openly share your experiences, to ask for support when you feel overwhelmed, and to offer a listening ear to another awakened soul who is navigating the same challenging storm. Even connecting with nature, with a beloved animal companion, or with your own spirit guides is a profound form of conscious connection that breaks the isolating spell. When you share your energetic load, it is halved. And when you share your spiritual insights, they are squared. Synchronicities and miracles happen at the powerful intersection of connected souls. Someone within your soul tribe holds the exact piece of wisdom, the exact energetic key that you need to unlock your next level of growth, and you hold the key for them. To isolate yourself is to refuse to give or receive these divine gifts. During November 2nd through 5th, make it a sacred practice to connect. Send a message of support. Schedule a phone call. Share this video. Let your soul family know that they are not alone. By building these supportive structures, you're demonstrating to Saturn that you're ready to build the new world, not as a lone wolf, but as a wise and powerful member of the divine pack. You are a vital node in a global network of light, and your connection truly matters. To anchor this profound truth into your being and into the collective field, I want you to declare it now. Type "I am divinely connected" in the comments section below. Feel the resonant truth of it vibrate through every single cell in your body. This is your powerful affirmation that you're releasing the deep-seated wound of separation and stepping fully into your power as a co-creator within the unified field of consciousness. You are supported. You are one with your soul family. And now we pivot and transition. You've been given the 9 sacred keys of avoidance. You now possess the divine map needed to navigate the tests and traps of this potent cosmic alignment. You've diligently done the necessary work of the spiritual warrior, of the guardian of the self. However, this portal isn't just about avoidance. It's also about profound activation. It's a gateway of immense opportunity, a cosmic slingshot designed to propel you onto your highest timeline if you understand how to consciously engage with its immense power. We've meticulously cleared the vessel, and we've secured the very foundations. Now we build the temple. We'll now move from the domes to the sacred domes. I'm now going to share with you 3 powerful energetic activations, 3 sacred rituals that will allow you to consciously and deliberately harness the immense creative and karmic power of the Moon-Saturn Gateway. Performing these potent activations will not only ensure your safe passage through this time, but will also transform this period from one of challenge into one of profound miracles, accelerated manifestation, and quantum leaps in your spiritual evolution. Prepare yourself, because the true magic is just about to begin. The first sacred activation is the ritual of the sacred anchor, a deep and radical grounding. In the face of such intense, high-frequency cosmic energy pouring onto the planet and the deep emotional waters churning within you, grounding is not a spiritual luxury. It's an absolute necessity. It's your lifeline. Without a strong, reliable connection to the crystalline core of Gaia, your energetic body is like a kite in a hurricane, highly susceptible to being blown off course by chaotic energies, psychic debris, and the emotional turmoil of the collective consciousness. Ungrounded energy often manifests as anxiety, a sense of spaciness, mental fog, irritability, and an overall inability to manifest effectively in the physical realm. Saturn is an Earth planet, and it governs the material world, the physical body, structure, and form. To work with its energy powerfully, you must be fully present in your physical body and fully connected to the Earth itself. This ritual is designed to create an unshakable anchor of stability within your auric field. Here's how to perform the ritual of the sacred anchor. At least once a day during the November 2nd through 5th portal, preferably in the morning. To set the energetic tone for your day, you must make direct physical contact with the Earth. Find a patch of grass, soil, or even a concrete slab in your backyard or in a local park. Remove your shoes and socks. The thousands of nerve endings in your feet are designed to serve as a direct bioelectrical interface with the planet. As you stand on the Earth, close your eyes and take 3 deep, slow, conscious breaths. With each inhale, visualize a stream of brilliant golden white light descending from the cosmos, flowing through the top of your head, your crown chakra, and filling your entire body. This is the powerful cosmic celestial energy. Now, with each exhale, visualize strong, thick roots growing from the soles of your feet, pushing deep, deep, deep into the soil, wrapping themselves securely around the crystalline core of Mother Earth. Feel the steady, calming, and profoundly stable energy of Gaia begin to flow up through these roots, into your feet, and up through your entire body. This is the vital terrestrial earthly energy. You are now a living bridge between heaven and earth, a perfect conduit for these powerful energies. Feel the Earth's electromagnetic field literally pulling the static, the anxiety, and the overwhelming energy directly out of your body and neutralizing it. Feel its pulse, its heartbeat, aligning with your own. To amplify this grounding ritual, you can incorporate grounding foods into your diet. During this transformative time, root vegetables that grow deep within the earth, such as carrots, sweet potatoes, beets, and radishes, are energetically encoded with this grounding frequency. Consuming them is a profound form of communion with the earth's stabilizing power. Furthermore, you can perform a sacred cleansing of your physical vessel using the minerals of the earth. A bath with Epsom salts or Himalayan pink salt is a powerful way to cleanse your auric field of any energetic debris you may have picked up, and to further ground your energetic system. The salts effectively draw out impurities, both physically and etherically. As you soak, hold the clear intention that you're releasing all energies that are not truly your own, and that you are actively fortifying your connection to the Earth's core. Performing this sacred anchor ritual daily will transform you into an unshakable pillar of light amidst the storm. It will provide the stable foundation upon which Saturn can assist you in building the magnificent new structures of your life. It will calm your emotional body, sharpen your mental clarity, and amplify your ability to bring your spiritual visions into physical reality. The second sacred activation is the karmic completion ceremony, the severing of ancient chains. Saturn, as the Lord of Karma, presents us with an unparalleled opportunity during this transit to consciously and permanently resolve old karmic cycles. Karma is not a punishment. It's simply the spiritual law of cause and effect, a system of learning and balancing energy across lifetimes. The persistent feeling of being stuck, of repeating the same painful patterns over and over again, is the direct experience of being caught in a karmic loop. This conjunction is a cosmic get-out-of-jail-free card, but it requires your conscious participation in order to be activated. You must formally declare to the universe that the lesson has been learned and the cycle is now complete. This ceremony is a powerful act of spiritual authority, a clear declaration of your sovereignty over your own energetic timeline. To perform the karmic completion ceremony, you'll need a piece of paper, a pen, a fireproof container, such as a ceramic bowl or a metal pot, and a source of flame, a candle or a lighter. Find a quiet, sacred space where you won't be disturbed. Light the candle and take a few moments to center yourself, calling in your spirit, guides, your ancestors, and your higher self to witness and support this sacred act. On the piece of paper, you're going to write a letter to the universe. At the top, write, "By divine decree, in the presence of my higher self, I now declare the following karmic cycles complete." Then, with radical honesty, begin to write down every pattern, every limiting belief, every unhealthy relationship dynamic, and every self-sabotaging habit that you're now genuinely ready to release forever. Do not hold anything back. Be specific and detailed. You might write about the karmic pattern of believing I am unworthy of love, or the ancestral karmic debt of poverty consciousness, or the karmic tie to person's name that is based on pain and obligation. Write until you feel that there is truly nothing left to say. Pour all the pain, the frustration, and the exhaustion of these repeating cycles onto the page. When you're finished, read the entire list aloud. Give voice to it. Acknowledge the lessons that these patterns have taught you, even the painful ones. You might say, I thank these patterns for the wisdom they have brought me, but their lesson is now learned. Their cycle is now complete. Then carefully and safely fold the paper and set it alight, placing it in your fireproof container. As you watch the paper burn and turn to ash, visualize the energetic chains and cords connected to these patterns, dissolving, breaking apart, and turning to dust. Feel the lightness, the freedom, and the profound release in your entire being. See the smoke as carrying the old, dense energy far away from you to be transmuted by the cosmos. Once the ashes have cooled completely, take them outside and release them to the wind, or bury them in the earth, symbolizing the final return of this old energy to the elements. To seal the powerful ceremony, place your hands gently on your heart and state a powerful affirmation, such as, I am now free from all past karmic entanglements. I step forward into my highest timeline with a clean slate in grace and in power. And so it is. This powerful ritual is an act of conscious co-creation with Saturn, a deliberate meeting of its desire for resolution with your own free will. It's a quantum act that can effectively clear lifetimes of energetic baggage in a single moment, liberating you to build your future without the heavy weight of the past holding you back. You've done great work by performing the ritual of the sacred anchor and the karmic completion ceremony. You've engaged in a profound spiritual recalibration. You've stabilized your energetic field within the loving embrace of Gaia. And you've bravely faced the ghosts of your karmic past, dissolving them in the sacred fire of conscious release. But now you enter a space that is critically important, yet often overlooked. This is the space between worlds. It's the sacred pause, the quantum stillness that exists after the old has been demolished, but before the new has been constructed. This is the eye of the hurricane. And how you conduct yourself in this pivotal moment of profound emptiness will determine the integrity and strength of everything you create hereafter. So for the next few hours, or even a full day, if you can, your sacred task is to honor this vital stillness. This means minimizing external input. It's a time for quiet reflection, not for consuming even more information. It's a time for gentle being, not for frantic doing. Take a peaceful walk in nature without your phone. Sit in a quiet room and simply observe your breath. Listen to music without lyrics. Feel the spaciousness that you've created within your own being. Notice the pervasive sense of lightness and the newfound quietness in your mind. This is the inherent frequency of your true self, your authentic soul signature emerging from beneath the rubble of old karma. Get to know this exquisite feeling. Befriend it. This is the very state of being. By consciously holding this sacred void, you're carefully preparing the ground. You're consecrating the foundation, and you're making your entire energetic system a pristine and holy temple, ready to receive the divine architectural blueprint of your highest destiny. You're signaling to the cosmos, in the silent language of pure being, that the canvas is now clean, the vessel is now pure, and the artist is now ready to create. Breathe, chosen one. Just breathe. You've journeyed through the 9 gates of initiation, faced your shadows, and reclaimed your inherent power. You've been given the sacred keys needed to anchor your energy and to sever the persistent chains of ancient karma. You're standing now at the very apex of this potent cosmic portal, cleansed, cleared, and fully prepared. The final piece of this divine puzzle, the third and most powerful sacred activation, isn't about clearing the past or simply grounding the present. It's about consciously and deliberately writing the future. It's about stepping fully into your ultimate role as a divine architect, a conscious co-creator with the cosmos itself. Saturn is the great builder of the zodiac, the master of form, structure, and long-term manifestation. The moon is the very engine of creative imagination, the wellspring of the feelings and emotions that fuel all creation. When they unite in this powerful way, they offer you a rare and sacred opportunity to lay the energetic blueprint for the next significant chapter of your life, a blueprint that Saturn will then commit to building in the physical world. To neglect this golden opportunity is to leave the conscious design of your future to chance, to the chaotic whims of the collective consciousness, or to the outdated programming of your own subconscious mind. The universe is eagerly waiting for your clear instructions, and the divine construction crew is already on standby. But you, as the divine architect, must provide the detailed blueprint. This ritual is how you deliver it with absolute clarity and profound power. To perform this sacred activation, you'll need a new journal or a pristine piece of high-quality paper, a pen that you truly love to write with, and a quiet, sacred space where you can dream without any interruptions. You'll also want a crystal if you have one that resonates strongly with structure and manifestation. Black tourmaline for grounding and reliable protection, clear quartz for enhancing clarity and powerful amplification, or citrine for attracting abundance are all excellent choices to consider. Begin by lighting a candle and intentionally setting your sacred space. Hold your chosen crystal gently in your hands and meditate quietly for several minutes, focusing fully on your breath. Your primary goal is to consciously bypass the critical, logical mind and connect directly with the inherent wisdom of your higher self, your very soul. Ask your soul this profound question: what is the highest, most joyful, and most expansive? What reality are you hoping to bring into being through me? And then you need to really listen. Allow the images, feelings, and bits of know-how to surface. Don't judge them. Don't question if they're even possible. Just accept the vision that comes from your soul. Now pick up your pen and at the top of the page, write out your divine blueprint. Start with, "I gratefully receive this," or something even better, "for the highest good of all." It's super important to write about your future, not as something you're wishing for, but as something that's already your reality. This is the language the universe understands. It only works in the eternal now. Don't write, "I want to be abundant." Instead write, "I am a vessel of infinite abundance. Money flows to me from both expected and unexpected places with ease and grace." Instead write, "I am in a sacred committed partnership with my divine soulmate. We share unconditional love, deep respect, and joyful laughter every single day." Be specific, but really focus on the feeling and the essence. not just the material stuff. Describe what your ideal state of health looks like. The dream creative work you're doing, the sacred and safe home environment you live in, and your vibrant and supportive relationships. Write with real passion. As you write each sentence, you have to actually feel it. This is where the lunar magic comes in. Feel the joy of that abundance. Feel the warmth and safety of that love. Feel the vitality and energy of that perfect health. Let tears of gratitude stream down your face as you write this reality into existence. Your emotion is the energetic charge that activates the blueprint. Once you've written down everything your soul wants to express, read the entire blueprint out loud 3 times. With each reading, feel the reality of it growing stronger, more solid, and more real within you. You are vibrating at the frequency of its fulfillment. Then take your crystal, hold it over your heart, and pour all of your intention, all of your emotion, and all of your belief into it. See the crystal glowing with the light of your vision. Then place the crystal directly on top of your written blueprint. This act physically anchors the high-frequency energetic template onto the page. For the rest of the Moon-Saturn portal, from now through November 5th, you have to keep this blueprint in a sacred place, like on your altar, by your bedside, or in a special drawer. This is a sacred contract just between you, your soul, and the universe. Each morning and each evening during the portal period, take a moment to hold the paper with the crystal on it. You're basically watering the seeds you've just planted. By doing this activation, you've given Saturn the Master Builder a clear, potent, and emotionally charged set of instructions. You've aligned your free will with divine will. Now all you have to do is trust the process. Let go of needing to know how or when it will all happen, and just know that the great work has begun. The foundations of your new reality are being poured into the energetic realm, and their appearance in your physical world is now just a matter of divine timing. You've now received the complete download. You know the 9 spiritual mistakes to avoid the weeds that you have to diligently pull from your sacred garden. And you've been given the 3 powerful activations: the divine seeds of grounding, karmic release, and conscious creation that you now have to plant. You can see the whole picture now. This Moon-Saturn gateway isn't just some random cosmic event to be scared of or passively watch. It's a really deep, interactive, spiritual initiation. The universe is calling you to step up to a higher level of mastery, and it's given you a final exam. The 9 mistakes are the questions on the test. The 3 activations are the tools to make sure you ace it. You're standing at a fork in the road where timelines are splitting. One path leads back into the familiar loops of struggle, limitation, and karmic repetition. This is the path of the unconscious, of those who fall for the traps of fear, blame, and scarcity. The other path, the one you're now ready to walk, leads to a totally new reality. It's a timeline built on a solid foundation of self-awareness, spiritual discipline, and divine co-creation. It's a reality where you are consciously creating your life. You're no longer a victim of what happens to you, but a master of your own energy. The choice is yours, and you're making it in every single moment of this gateway. You make it when you choose to rest, instead of pushing through when you're exhausted. You make it when you choose a healthy meal over junk food. You make it when you choose to observe an old trigger instead of reacting to it. You make it when you choose gratitude over complaining. You make it when you choose conscious connection over feeling isolated. These aren't small choices. They're quantum choices. Each one is like a vote you're casting for the timeline you want to live in. Now that you have this knowledge, you can't pretend you don't know. You're being asked to show the spiritual maturity that Saturn expects and the deep intuitive wisdom that the moon offers. The reward for passing this initiation is huge. It's not just about getting a new car or a better job. It's about a fundamental shift in how you feel and exist. It's about finding a level of inner peace that can't be shaken, a clarity of purpose that's undeniable, and a connection to the divine that can't be broken. It's about graduating from the karmic classroom of the 3D world and stepping into your role as a teacher, a healer, and a leader in the dawn of the new earth. You'll become a pillar of strength for others, a living example of the truth that we really do create our own reality. The struggles you've been through, the lessons you've learned, have all been preparing you for this moment. This is your graduation. The blessings of this transit are already starting to come your way. The universe has seen your commitment, your willingness to learn, and your courage to grow. Your divine inheritance, an inheritance of peace, abundance, joy, and purpose, is now being released to you from the cosmic bank of everything. To open your arms and your heart to receive it, to make that final powerful statement that you're ready, I want you to type, "I receive my divine inheritance," in the comments below right now. Let this be your final stamp on this sacred work. Let the act of typing it be a physical way to open the floodgates of blessings that are now opening for you. Claim it. It's yours by divine right. You're not the same person who started reading this. Something has been activated within your very DNA. Your soul has been quickened. You now carry the codes of mastery for this powerful astrological gateway. Go out and live this wisdom. Be the calm in the storm. Be the light in the darkness. Be the conscious creator who remembers the power that's always been inside you. This is why we come together here at Portal of Awakening. This channel is more than just videos. It's a sanctuary. It's a lighthouse for the chosen ones. A gathering place for our soul family during these really important moments of our collective growth. The information you find here isn't in the mainstream. It's divine intelligence that's been downloaded and decoded for the awakening soul. If you felt the truth of this message resonate in your heart, if you feel like you found a home for your spirit, then I invite you to become a permanent part of this community. Subscribe to Portal of Awakening and make sure to hit the notification bell. In these fast-moving times, a new gateway can open, a new energy shift can happen, and a new important message could arrive at any moment. You don't want to be trying to navigate these powerful cosmic shifts alone. Go forward with power, with grace, and with the unshakable knowledge of your own divinity. You are loved, you are guided, and you are infinitely powerful. The universe is with you.